Hi. I know I haven't seen you for a little while. So I've been actually running back from taking my kids to school because I'm trying to, get ready for, the summer season and the pool and it's just time. Anyway, so when I run, I just really can't do my videos. And so now I'm like, now my video time is getting, kind of trampled by my exercise time. I'm trying to multitask and it's breaking down. Anyway, so I ran halfway here and then I'm going to do the video the other half. Okay, is that a good middle pass? I thought so. So this week I feel like I've gotten skunked again. Golly sakes, don't they know that I have a plan and a goal and I have targets and that's 3 a month? And it's already the 8th of April, excuse me, the 8th of April, and I've got nothing. So either one's coming on the horizon or 2 at the end. I don't know, I'm hopeful, but it's funny because when things start getting a little scarce, you start compromising your parameters and making look into and then right? And it's like, ooh, that's me. I do that. So I do want to tell you I was super excited for myself that I put in my very first land bank application. So what that is land bank is where it's a bank with land in it. Yes, I know. And then you say, but what does that mean? Well, when the county has these deeds that just sit, and no one's redeeming them and no one's buying them, and they're sitting and they're accumulating all this back taxes and interest, there becomes a time where flat out the county is charging more back taxes and interest than the thing is even worth, and the roof is caved in. And so no one in their right mind, and I say in their right mind because some people do, unknowingly they get super exuberant in their learning and they just go out and just start just putting buckshot everywhere, and then anyway, but they have this bank, this resting place, this final resting place for these delinquent properties. And supposedly you just put in an application. It's a rather long application. I think it took me a good 40 minutes after I had my ducks in a row. And ducks in a row, I mean you have your resume, you have your list of projects you've done, you have your budget, you have your step-by-step game plan on your renovations, you have all that. My first go around, I had to go, I'm going through the interview line by line, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta go create that document. And then you create it and you upload it, and then go line by line and I gotta create this document, and then you come back and you upload that. So it took a little while. I would say in its entirety, it probably took me a good hour and a half with creating those documents. But once I actually went through the interview, because of course it timed me out. Oh, don't you hate that? Got halfway through, had to go create some documents, came back, timed me out. Can we put a save draft feature on this? You have to log in and create an account. That would be really fantastic. Nonetheless, I learned a valuable lesson, and that is go through the interview all just looking at the questions before you start filling it in, figuring out what you need, and then go do what you need to do, create the assets you need to create, and then come back and fill in the interview. So I got it accomplished. I got a copy of it. Now pretty much I can just copy and paste these interview questions. There's yes, no, and then those stupid fill in the blanks. Yep. But we've been battling those since elementary school, state testing, right? And that's where I made my cheat sheet so I can just fill in the blanks from here on out. So this is what I'm doing. When I have skunked weeks, I'm going to go into that list and I'm going to just start combing the land bank list. And I think it was a list of 1,000 in this particular county that I'm working. Half of them were listed as vacant, half of them were listed as occupied. And of course, the land bank only will allow you to proceed if they are vacant. And the great thing is the price is significantly lower. They start at $5,000 when perhaps there's $20,000 of back taxes and interest owed, and they start at $5,000. And I haven't gone through the whole process, so they might lure me in with this $5,000, and then you go in and then they're like, oh, we really want 12 because someone's interested now. I don't know. Are they used car salesmen? Do they use those tactics? Probably. It's the GOV. So let's be honest here. Are things always how they're represented? So that's what I know. And to put that application in, I'm combing the list. I got a couple more that I'm interested in. Oh, and you have to take live photos. So you cannot be crafty. I'm like, how can I take this satellite photo and run it through some system so that they can't detect that it's satellite? And then they said if it was a satellite that they would just kick us out. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to damage my tender relationship with them quite yet. So I'm just gonna pay the $30 to go get a photo done. So that's what I did. And I actually went back to all the other photos of the places that were in maybe rougher condition that I wanted, higher price, and the numbers don't work. But I'm like, oh, if they're on the land bank, I'm gonna take those photos and I'm gonna apply. I'm gonna be an applying fool, and we'll just see where it goes. So if they accept my application, am I obligated to buy, or is this the next step where then I have some time to continue my due diligence? That I don't know. We are going to find out. Do they even respond to you with a yes or a no thank you, or do they keep you hanging on for eons? I don't know. We'll see. It's a new chapter, new strategy. Gotta add strategies when you're kind of filling your pipeline, and that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I got. Hope this helps.